Hey, Mike, thanks a lot, and I want to thank everybody for being on this call. I really appreciate the chance to talk to you. This call includes folks who have been supportive during the campaign or during earlier campaigns I've run. This is my 8th race, and it's an opportunity to talk just really about the strategy. Ann and I made the decision in March of 2011 to jump in this race. We declared on the 5th of April 2011. It has been an 18-month full-time race to this point, and we have 27 days to go until Election Day. What I really want to do is now get to some questions. So before I do, let me just say this. You've been enormous supporters, as Mike said. In the next week, we are trying to raise another $100,000 to give our field team the resources it needs to get out the vote. We're moving from persuasion into the get out the vote scenario. You have been extremely generous to Democrats so far. If you can donate again tonight to push us over the top, press 7 at any time to donate, or press 0 to get in line to ask me a question, and my staff will help you out if you press either 7 or 0. Let me now open it up to questions. Feel free to ask about my record, campaign strategy, or other issues that matter to you. Let's see. I want to now go to Edward in Roanoke.
Hi, Governor. I was able to meet you at your recent appearance in Roanoke, and I'm going to soon be taking a round trip on the new Amtrak train out of Lynchburg that you helped start. And
Excellent.
I hope Republicans don't get a chance to eliminate that as Mitt Romney has promised. But my question is, I'm one of those people who's old enough to remember the standard Republican tactic of the last-minute campaign blitz. I can remember when Stetson Coleman jumped in with a lot of money to help defeat Senator William Spong, and that gave us Senator Bill Scott quite a few years ago. So I'm wondering, are you anticipating that they will try that tactic against you, and is your campaign prepared to withstand a last-minute Republican negative ad blitz, and do you have a strategy for combating that if it happens?
Edward, that's a great question. It used to be they saved the negative ads for the last minute, but they're not doing that anymore. In this race, because of the Citizens United decision, because of this new super PAC phenomenon, especially super PACs that can be funded by secret money, the negative ads started really early. In fact, the first negative ad run against me by one of these super PACs was run on November 8, 2011, and they've pretty much been on the air now for 11 months. They've run between the U.S. Chamber of Commerce, Karl Rose Group, American Crossroads, and the Koch brothers, Americans for Prosperity. These groups have now run $13 to $15 million of negative ads against me, and they're going to run negative ads against me all the way up to the last day. In fact, I think today 2 new negative ads were started. They're going to be doing the same thing. We have had a very robust fundraising effort in the campaign. It can be more robust, and so that's why, if any are interested, pressing 7 to donate or 0 to ask a question would be extremely helpful. As I talk, or as you talk to voters, undecideds especially, about Tim Kaine and George Allen, you've given me ideas about things that I should focus on in my record and plan. What piece of information about George Allen's record do you think is the most persuasive to persuade an undecided voter to come my way? If you think it's press 1, if you think that the most important piece of information is that George Allen increased state spending by more than 45% when he was governor. Press 2 if you think that the most persuasive bit of information is that Allen voted for over 50,000 earmarks worth over $120 billion when he was in the Senate. Press 3 if you think that the most persuasive bit of information is that George voted to partially privatize Social Security. Press 4 if you think that the most persuasive information is that Allen has praised the Ryan budget, which would turn Medicare into a voucher system and push costs onto seniors' shoulders. Or press 5 if the most persuasive bit of information for an undecided voter, in your opinion, is that Allen supports federal personhood amendment and other extreme stances on women's health. So again, this is about persuasive material in terms of George Allen's record, the ability to persuade undecided voters to come my way. One other thing, again, press 7 if you want to donate over the phone, and if you would be interested potentially in pledging, again, you can do it this way. Press 1 to pledge $25, 2 to pledge $50, 3 to pledge $100, and 4 to pledge $250. And with that, keep your fingers crossed. Let's work hard and win a big race on the 6th of November. Thanks very much.